On to the third and final question. A little bit of weirdness in the world of sports this week. Greg Paulus, Duke point guard, who could have gone to Notre Dame to play quarterback for Charlie Weiss, probably made the right decision not to, but had a tryout with the Packers this week, and he's also been talking to Michigan coach Rich Rodriguez about taking a shot at their quarterback position. So what I want to know is, do you think Greg Paulus is a legitimate NFL prospect and possible college football player next year? Do you think he could fare well at Michigan, Jake?
I don't think so. I think he's undersized as a quarterback. He's, 6'1". There's no way. He hasn't played the sport in, 2-3 years, playing basketball, but I don't think.
He's calling you out on numbers.
4 years.
It's okay. It's okay. He could have played backyard football between then. You never know.
Could have. But I don't think he's ready to play. You see, you rarely see people make the jump from basketball to football. I have to think of Antonio Gates, but a completely different situation. Tony Gonzalez, both guys that, are able to use their bodies and their skills from basketball, from jumping and catching and translating into, position where you are jumping, catching as tight end. And you have to think, throwing a football overhand is different than a chest pass with a basketball.
Okay. David, how do you feel?
I'm just gonna go off and build off what my colleague said. To think that you can come from a position where you were playing high school football to possibly go and play quarterback, hands down the most difficult position in the NFL, to not only jump from a collegiate level, but in general to play, it's just ridiculous. You can't even call this person a dark horse. The defenses in the NFL and even in college now are so complex, with hidden blitz packages, zone coverages, cover twos, Tampa threes. Everything has just become so evolved and so ingrained that it's absurd. This is not the progression from, like you said, a tight end, a power forward to a tight end, or even a track runner like Bob Hayes in the 70s to the wide receiver position. This is a quarterback. He's looking at hidden packages. He's responsible for everyone on the field, and it would be absurd if he thinks he actually has a legitimate shot at being drafted, even as Mr. Irrelevant in the last pick of the 13th round, or 7th round, 14 rounds anymore.
Matt Castle did it.
Matt Castle played baseball, right? Played basketball and baseball.
Matt Castle played at USC.
Matt Castle played football at USC, but he got like 10 snaps in college.
But he still played in a Pete Carroll pro-style offense where he was still taking reps, still learning from one of the best coaches. I'm going to say the best coach in college football, and still looking at the best defense, the best disguised defenses, and still pro-style, that we can see in college.
Okay, so what if he goes to Michigan for a year and does well? Do you think he's an NFL prospect then?
If he does well, you have to take considered. Probably might be good in the NFL. Again, there's an undersized issue, but if he's able to compete with Michigan and the teams they play against, definitely have some good defenses. Then definitely be looked at. But I don't think he'll be for really any serious consideration to go into the NFL.
The last quarterback that was drafted out of Michigan State was Drew Stanton. It was Drew Stanton.
Michigan State. We're talking about Michigan.
No, Drew Stanton did play for Michigan. No, he did play for Michigan. Shit. Edit that part out, Eli. All right. Anyways, average height quarterback you're looking for, ideal type, between 6'3" and 6'5", 230 pounds to 250 pounds. All right, this kid is 6'1" and change, $180. He has no business playing quarterback at the NFL level or the collegiate level. Like, he needs 5 different positions.
Okay. So do you think he could be legitimate if he found a different position? Duke's offered him a role as a wide receiver. What do you think, Jake?
No.
I'm just trying to beat this one.
I don't think he should take any consideration into football. Stick with basketball. There, you're all right. But, playing Duke wide receiver won't do anything for you. Duke sucks at football.
David?
I agree with everything you just said. Duke is awful at football. And even staying on UNC, he was only averaging 4.4 points a game. He was coming off the bench. He was completely, not a factor. So I think this kid's pro shot is, largely media hype and no substantiality.
Okay, so you guys just shit all over my favorite basketball school, but that's okay because I hate their football team too. No one referenced Mike Paulus, quarterback at UNC. Kind of surprised we didn't get that. Greg's younger brother. I believe he also has 5 other siblings who play quarterback, something like that. I don't know. This is just personal knowledge. One of my friends, 4? Okay, we got 4 from the cameraman. One of my friends went to CBA with him, so he's got all the stories. But yeah, they say that Mr. Paulus has the best sperm in the state of New York. So that is a statement that has been made.
Sister knows for a fact. I'm sorry, I love you.
I have 2 brothers.
Brother knows for a fact.
Well, I was going to give the point to David on that one, but for that statement,
2-1.
Jake is our winner today.
That's bullshit.
Jake wins.
I'm calling shenanigans.
Jake wins.
A little off-color comedy never should hurt anyone. All right.
See, what it comes down to is this is the last face-off of the year, so it doesn't matter who wins. I'm just going to stand up, and I'm just going to let you guys have fisticuffs on this one. Whatever happens, happens.
I win.
Peace out,
Eli, let it be known. This guy right here.
I'd almost give it to you.
And
It's,
to our champion.
TV install of Zach Parker.